Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm gonna be doing, hold on, let me go close my door to my washing machine. I'm back. So today I was gonna do something a little bit different. I wanted to have spiritual talk while I do my makeup. Cause it just been some things that like been on my mind and I don't really see other people talking about it. So I decided to talk about it while I do my makeup. And I actually have y'all like inside of my makeup box. So hopefully it doesn't fall. That's why y'all see this little red right here, because I have y'all like in the box. But yeah, I just want to talk spiritual things. It's just a few like, I don't know if I want to call this unpopular opinions. I don't know what this is. It's something, child. But so yeah. Where is my, just a minute. Oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. My bed sound. But anyways, I wanted to start off by talking about ancestors and working with ancestors. Cause I said in like a last video I was getting for one of the piles that their ancestors was working with them at this time and stuff like that, and I said that I don't really work with ancestors like that, and I wanted to kind of talk about that. So I don't work with ancestors at all, like at all, and it is for a good reason. One, because working with ancestors, well, I forgot that I had already kind of did my eyebrows, but working with ancestors, for one, I don't know, you don't really know who you really getting, first of all. Because if you're working with the ancestor that you knew that was here on this earth, then the same way that they was on earth is the same way that they're going to be in spirit. It's not like they go into the spiritual realm and just dramatically change. I mean, yes, they can a part of themselves, and that's what I'm saying. It's just so like multifaceted. So a version of them will go and get their like life review, and then they'll be like awakened, and then they'll be like better, and they'll be like whatever, angelic or whatever you want to call it. A version of them will ascend, right? But most of the time I don't think people tend to call up on the versions of the ancestors that have like ascended. They're calling up on the ancestors that was here, because if I'm calling up on the version of my ancestor that have ascended, then 9 times out of 10 they're not going to really care about liquor, alcohol, or food, or me giving them offerings or anything like that. I feel like when you're doing ancestor work, you're calling up on the actual person that was here, and you're calling up on that actual personality with those same limited beliefs, limiting thoughts, lack mindset, whatever. That's one reason why I don't work with them. Because no. Second reason why I don't work with them is I don't think I'm gonna do too much today, honestly. But the second reason why I don't work with them is because I've never really been close to my family here on earth. I've never really been close to my family like that. And I've had family members that like try to hurt me on purpose and do like malicious things and like weird ass shit. And I just figure like if you don't get along with your family here on earth, and if you had say if you had like abusive parents, or if you had like a abusive parents or whatever, they were like, they didn't even have to hit you. Say if you had psychologically abusive parents and they was doing it on purpose, right? But then they pass away. Why would you want to call up on them in a spirit realm? They're gonna have that same, like, if they didn't like you when they was here, they ain't gonna like you when they there. Like, what? There's nothing that's gonna change, because like I said, you can call up on a higher version of them, you can, but most people don't. They're not doing that. They're calling up on the actual person that they know. And even if you try to call up on a higher version of that person, you don't even know that higher version of that person. You only can conceptualize them as how they were here, and you're always going to reference them how they were here. So you're still going to kind of unconsciously call the one that you know. And so if you didn't get along with your parents or your grandparents whenever they was here, or you know they did shady ass shit to you, messy ass shit to you and stuff like that purposely, some parents do hurt their children, but it's not on purpose. But a lot of them hurt them, and it is on purpose. So if you know that your parents hurt you purposely, or your ancestors hurt you purposely when they was here, and then gonna turn around and call up on them when you need something, no. I used to do that shit. And I'm telling you, no, don't do it. Or if you didn't really know them like that, and they never really like tried to get to know you, or if you don't really know anything about them, I'm telling you, it's kind of like a weird, I'm hearing in my head, it's a dangerous game we play when we get to calling up on people that we don't know about. And I mean, I guess the same could be said for other beings. Like, it's like say if you was calling up on Archangel Michael, I guess if you wanted to argue, you could say, oh, well, you don't know Archangel Michael, so why are you calling up on him? But it's different, because the ancestors, these are people. These are people that have walked on earth and lived the same kind of life that you live in. That's the difference. And so I like to think that my family, my true soul family, is, I don't really have real family. I have soul family. My family is in the you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I gotta get quiet when I'm doing my eyebrows. I don't know, does anybody feel like they look drastically different on camera than they do in person? I do, and I really want to like get that taken care of. Like, what is going on? I don't know, maybe I need a ring light or something. But yeah, that's why I don't use call on ancestors anymore. And another thing that I talked about in one of my videos is firing your spirit team. I did this. At first I never like thought that it was possible. I was thinking of it as a set in stone type of thing. Like, you're born with a certain number of guys, and these are the guys that you have to like work with for your life. They're here for you for your life, whatever. Then I started getting into this other she's a spiritual teacher. I found her on TikTok, but she just used to say a lot of different things that made my mind just like expand so much, and like make me think of things in such different ways. And she was the first person that I heard. I wish I could remember her name, but I don't. And I don't agree with every single thing she does or says, but this is one of the things that I did take from her. Was she talked about firing your spirit guides, because sometimes your spirit guides have their own agendas of what they want for you, so they will like bring your life in a different direction than you want it to go, or they won't really help you, or they'll just be helping themselves and stuff like that. And one thing that I really feel strongly about is, if you've ever been in a type of situation where you find yourself being surrounded by people that have been like narcissistic, or when you find yourself around a lot of narcissistic people that have been taking advantage of you your whole life and stuff like that, if that's the energy that you are used to and all of this stuff happened to you, then I believe in as above, so below. So if everybody around you in your waking life is narcissistic, only worrying about their own intentions and things like that, what do you think the people around you in the spirit realm are like? That's why as above, so below. So that's why I feel like people that have been abused and stuff like that, they end up homeless. They end up not really having they end up like in really, really bad situations, because they don't have anybody around them in a spiritual or in a physical that's gonna really help them. Like, now that's some shit that people need to get into. So I thought about that. I'm like, damn, if everybody in my actual life is one way, then why do I think everybody in my spiritual life would be a different? That doesn't even make any sense. With the as above, so below universal law, that doesn't even make sense, right? So I fired my spirit team. I did. And I went for a long, long time without addressing any type of spiritual guides or anything. I only worked with God, the creator of all things. That's it, the source. That's it. And it wasn't until like right before I started my channel that I called in new guides, a new spirit team. And I know all of their names, and I know what they're here to help me with and everything. And I set firm boundaries, because y'all got to remember, like, this is your life. Nothing is set in stone. You don't have to just settle for anything, really. So yeah, that's the thing. And I don't really hear people talking a lot about that, because people just like to accept things. And like, whenever I hear people saying their prayers, like people that have tarot channels, and when they say their prayers before, and they're like, I would like to call up on the ancestors, the guides, the angels, they just call up on all these people. I just cringe, and then I click off the video, because I don't want all of that energy around me, because I don't know who you is. And your ancestors, I know, y'all, I know that people have different beliefs, and I respect all people's beliefs or whatever, but how are your ancestors going to help me out with my problems? Or how are your ancestors going to give me some advice? Your ancestors, that used to be an alcoholic and beat his wife when he was alive, how are you calling up on him to come and help me with something? That don't even make sense. You should call up on my spirit guides to talk to you, not your ancestors. What are your ancestors gonna do for me? That's just how I feel. I feel like your ancestors, whenever they was alive, they probably wouldn't even like piss on fire to put me out if I was on fire. So what would make you think they gonna come through and help me out or give me this like divine message? That doesn't make sense to me at all. But like I said, this came from like years and years and years of like years and years and years of research and trial and error. So I'm not like bashing anybody that does that, but it's just I don't know. It's something to think about. I got my hair in a little pony because my silk press is not silking no more. Yeah. That was another thing, the whole ancestor thing. I don't know, it freaks me out a little bit. It really does. But I don't know. I guess. And what else? What other spiritual things can we talk about? I'm already at what, 15? Sorry, I gotta be quiet again. I had a penny in my code corrector. Let it dry. But yeah, it's, I don't know. You have to use your discernment with a lot of stuff, and like calling up on everybody and their mama in every one of your readings is crazy. And it, like, you really got to be mindful of who you calling in. And like I said that in another one of my videos about using your discernment when you are picking a tarot reader too. And I noticed this pattern like in the tarot community of, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of I don't even know if I even want to talk about this, but fuck it, I'm gonna just talk about it. That's one of the reasons that's one of the things that kept me from wanting to start my channel, was because I'll see like tarot readers they will like start their tarot journey out and stuff, and they'll have like this sparkle in their eye, that be so excited, da da da, and then like when they start to gain a whole lot of followers and stuff like that, they'll start to look kind of like dead inside a little bit. And I always wondered why was that. Why is that? Is it because the taking on of everybody else's energy? Is it because you're constantly calling upon random beings to help you with the reading and it's taking a toll? Like, what is it? Because I noticed that, like, I see that pattern a lot. Like, this is one reader that I really, really love, but it's like, I don't know, she looked dead inside now on every reading. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna even talk about that no more because but y'all, I've never done this, like did my makeup and then talked. Yeah, but that's really all I want to talk about, was the whole ancestor thing. I thought I was gonna have way more to say about it, but it's been 20 minutes, so I guess I said enough. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but I really, really just wanted to give my 2 cents on the whole ancestor thingy and calling up on your ancestors. And I noticed that, and like I said, no judgment, I'm just simply talking and sharing my opinion. But I noticed that a lot of people that work with ancestors, they tend to like weaponize their spirituality. Like if somebody make them mad, they'll be like, yeah, my ancestors gonna get you, or my ancestors gonna do this to you, da 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 da. And it's like, that's not even what like a spiritual practice or journey is supposed to be about. Like, yeah, of course you can of course you know, if you need to defend yourself with your spirituality, do that. But it's not like going around and like you going around and just like weaponizing it like that. Like, oh, you got an attitude with me, or you flipped me off in the you flipped me off in traffic, so I'm gonna send my ancestors after you. Like, that's crazy. That is insane. That is insane. Like, you know how everybody shouldn't have a gun because some people are fucking crazy? Everybody shouldn't everybody shouldn't practice. Everybody shouldn't practice because some people don't know how to use their, how to have that what am I trying to say? Some people don't know how to handle that kind of power with grace. Just like you have police officers that like don't know how to handle the power that they have, you have spiritualists that don't know how to handle the power that they have. And when they find out that they're powerful in some kind of way or they can do something, they start trying to like weaponize it, like, and threaten people with it. But I don't know. And that's like a turn off for me when I see a spiritual person, or I'm watching some spiritual content and then they get mad or something and then they talk about how their ancestors are gonna be like at your throat, their ancestors gonna be coming for you, and come on now. I don't know. Bottom line is like, spiritual work is a slippery slope, and it's a few different roads you can go down, and it's gonna be up to you which route you decide to take, honestly. I am not gonna edit anything out of this video, so it's just gonna have to be long. I don't know when I'm gonna post it. My next pick a card is gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna post it before or after this video, but it's gonna be I want to do another money video, and I want to do another who loves you video. That will be fun because people love that video. I think that was one of like the highest view videos I had. People love that video, and I loved it too because it's like, who loves you? So I want to do an updated one on that one too. Yeah. My makeup is so simple, y'all. I do simple. It's my signature look. And I don't think I'm gonna do a wing today because I just don't, not in the mood, honestly. And I don't know where my other lip gloss is. I wish y'all could see how it really looks like actually. So cute. I did my makeup in like 25 minutes. My eyebrows was already done, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna come up with a name for my subscribers. I've been thinking, putting my thinking cap on, trying to come up with a name for y'all because I think that'll be so cute. But yeah, that was the first spiritual talk. Next time I'll have like a list of what topics I can talk about because I really just kind of drew a blank after I was talking about the whole ancestor thing. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Go watch some of my picker cards, and definitely more picker cards on the way. I just wanted to talk to y'all while I do my makeup, give some of my opinions on spiritual things, and yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.